So how exactly did you discover or find this startup? Because I mean, it sounds like a perfect marriage. Because one, you product, two, your extensive background in the mortgage space. Like, how did you find? Because one of the things that I see all the time, like people hit me up, they're like, Cyrus, I'm in healthcare. Cyrus, I'm a teacher. How do I find something in tech that's specific to this thing that I already have an affinity for, or have experience in?
Yeah, I think a lot of people that watch your show and follow you are trying to transition in tech.
Yeah.
And I think they look for different ways to jump in, and I think they sometimes plan to jump in and not know anything.
Yeah.
But they might be missing out on a golden opportunity. Is that they already have if they have a career, they likely have domain expertise in an area or so.
Okay.
And so if you've been working in healthcare for 10 years and you want to transition to tech, maybe you don't go look at Google. Maybe you go work for a healthcare tech company. If you work in fitness tech. You work in construction, go work for a construction tech company. And that's what I did. I knew that I wanted to kind of work in product, work in some type of technology space. I knew my background was in mortgage. So I leveraged my domain expertise as a mortgage professional and found that company. Luckily for me, I had a lot of great relationships. I didn't burn any bridges when I worked, and I maintained my relationship. I really value all my professional relationships, because you never know when another door might open.
You never know.
And luckily, this startup, a lot of the people I knew from my first mortgage company worked at this startup.
Wow.
And so from my first job, ended up being the same person that was like my manager and stuff like that. So it was a dope. It was it kind of full circle.
I love it so much when there's a merger in tech with another industry that's a good income industry.
Yeah.
Because whether we're talking fintech or we're talking which is financial technology, or we're talking health tech or tech health. The healthcare industry is making good money than tech. It's the opportunities are just incredible.
And some people, I don't think they see the opportunity in front of them. They might look at their current jobs like, oh, how do I transition to tech? I was thinking about it if you work in the service industry and you're thinking I'm a waiter, or I work at McDonald's, I just ring people up and it's I want to do tech. I don't know how I'm going to do it. We just so happen to be in Atlanta. And I was driving on the freeway on the way here. I passed this big building with these letters NCR on top of it.
Oh, yeah, NCR,
Yeah, anybody knows what NCR is, but if you work in the service industry and you're looking to transition to tech, I would look up NCR. Reason being, because all your service industry, your McDonald's, I don't know if McDonald's uses them, but say Fridays, they use some type of touch screen to take orders.
Yeah.
You ring your credit card through a touch screen.
People don't realize all this stuff is tech.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you've been a user of their technology. You've used their touch screens to take orders, to pay people, and all these great things. You probably have some type of advice for how they can make their product better.
Yes,
you probably
that's
know
true. The things that you're like, oh, this is stupid. Why is this? Why is that?
Exactly. And so those are part of your interview process. A lot in product management is hey, tell us about a product that you don't like or you can make better type thing. I was I've been working at McDonald's for 15 years and we have these touch screens that are not useful. They need to do this, and they'll have better experience. Look, you're starting that conversation of transitioning to tech because you've used tech. You know how to make this tech better, to make it a better user experience for your not only service staff, but also the clients at the same time. So tech is all around us. You just use whatever industry you're in, look for the tech around you and say, hey, this is the tech that I'm using now. This is how we can make it better. What type of companies provide this type of technology, software, something like that? And how do I make that transition?